Chris masaya, pagsama-sama.
Tonight's headlines: Palace lauds experts for early detection of Omicron. Duterte's initial Senate bid for 2022 due to public clamor. COVID-19 cases in the country at 2,836,915. DILG to release memo for pre-election campaign activities. DILG to release memo for pre-election campaign activities. "14 areas in Visayas, Mindanao under signal number 2. And DOF chief optimistic to hit revised GDP target. Good evening. Today is Wednesday, December 15, 2021. I'm Miguel Tagonon and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the stories for this evening. Malacanang on Wednesday lauded health authorities over what it considers as early detection of Omicron variant cases in the Philippines. Acting Palace spokesperson Carlo Nograles said that the government lauds health experts, particularly the Department of Health, the University of the Philippines, Philippine Genome Center, and the University of the Philippines National Institutes of Health for their early detection of the 2 Omicron cases. The health department earlier said that the 2 cases of Omicron variant involves a returning overseas Filipino who arrived from Japan on December 1 via Philippine Airlines flight number PR0427 and a Nigerian who arrived from Nigeria on November 30 via Oman Air with flight number WY843. This means that the detection happened 2 weeks after the traveler's arrival in the country. The palace on Wednesday disclosed that President Rodrigo Duterte initially decided to run for a Senate seat in the 2022 national elections because of public clamor. Acting presidential spokesperson Carlo Nograles made the response when asked why the president backed out of the 2022 Senate race on Tuesday. Nograles earlier said in a statement that Duterte backed out to better focus on the country's COVID-19 response and ensure peaceful and orderly conduct of the May 2022 elections. Duterte's withdrawal also happened just hours after his daughter, Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte Carpio, endorsed his 2022 Senate bid. The Department of Health reported 237 confirmed COVID-19 cases on Wednesday to bring the total number of infected in the country to 2,836,915. This brought the active cases to 10,193, and of the total, 3,876 are mild, 567 are asymptomatic, 1,867 are severe, and 391 are in critical condition. The number of recoveries, on the other hand, rose to 2,776,273 after 565 patients recovered from the deadly disease. The death toll is now at 50,449 with 100 fatalities recorded. The latest data from the DOH also showed that 22% of the country's intensive care unit beds are utilized while 13% of the mechanical ventilators remain in use. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Boto mo to Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
Chris masaya, pagsama-sama.
Bong, yung naumpisahan ko, tapusin mo. Mga bagong highway, tulay, tren, dapat ma-enjoy na kaagad ng mga tao yan. Kailangan lahat bakunado at laging may ayuda pag kailangan. Huwag dapat makabalik ang mga drug lords para ligtas ang pamilya. Yung ginawa mong malasakit centers, maganda yan. Padamihin mo pa. Magkasama tayo. Tayo ang nagsimula, tuloy-tuloy lang. Boom.
Service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Oh, vaccination, isolation. Gotta keep up with my nutrition. Gotta maintain my body condition. Then I can take my vaccination. What do I choose? What do I take? As long as it is not a fake. AstraZeneca, Moderna, BioNTech, even Sinovac, okay na. Pababakuna ka ba? 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 Vaccination for the nation, no more isolation. With vaccination, pababakuna ka ba? 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 Paturok, paturok, paturok.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM. Magandang araw mga katribu! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelevelo, Comfy Manalo, Atty. Lia Badillo Crisostomo, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Jerk Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na mula alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas ng mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Sama-sama natin alamin ang mga natatagong istorya sa mga latest na kaganapan sa loob at labas ng bansa.
Simulan natin ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments ng aming programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at TribuneNow sa YouTube.
Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magkita-kita po tayo mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga at magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
Chris Masaya, pagsama-sama.
Boto mo to, Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
In other news, Department of the Interior and Local Government spokesperson Undersecretary Jonathan Malaya released a memorandum, said that the agency is set to issue a memorandum circular regarding pre-election campaign activities. Malaya said that DILG Secretary Eduardo Año will release a memorandum circular on pre-election campaign activities and how to obtain permits for these activities, and warned that the organizer and the aspirant will be accountable if they hold a gathering without permit from concerned local government units. Malaya also pointed out that the aspirants and their organizers should be the ones ensuring the compliance to COVID-19 protocols in their events. Aside from them, he added that the local government units and the police also have the responsibility to enforce minimum public health standards. State Weather Bureau Pag-asa announced that Typhoon Odette gained strength as it moved west-northwestward over the Philippine Sea on Wednesday, saying that the center of Odette was spotted at 4 p.m. at 485 kilometers east of Hinatuan, Surigao del Sur, with a maximum sustained winds of 130 kilometers per hour, the center and gustiness of up to 160 kilometers per hour. Tropical cyclone wind signal number 2 has been raised over the southern portion of the eastern Samar, the southern portion of Samar, southern Leyte, central and southern portions of Leyte, Camotes Island, the eastern portion of Bohol, Surigao del Norte, Surigao del Sur, the Nagat Islands, Agusan del Sur, Agusan del Norte, the northeastern portion of Bukidnon, the eastern portion of Misamis Oriental, and Camiguin. On Wednesday and Thursday morning, light to moderate with at times heavy rains are possible over Caraga, Davao Oriental, eastern Samar, and southern Leyte due to the throw and the outermost rain bands of Odette. Pag-asa said scattered to widespread flooding and rain-induced landslides are expected, especially in areas that are highly or very highly susceptible to these hazards as identified in hazard maps and the localities with significant antecedent rainfall. And in business, improvements in the country's healthcare system, among others, are expected to further solidify the domestic economy's recovery and boost its capacity to hit the revised target of between 5% to 5.5%. Department of Finance Secretary Carlos Dominguez III said domestic output, which averaged at 4.9% in the first 3 quarters this year, has exceeded our expectations in 2021. Finance Undersecretary Gil Beltran said growth in the 3rd quarter of this year alone reached nearly 7%, and Dominguez thus was hopeful about hitting the full year target, adding that movement restrictions, at least in the national capital, are expected to ease to alert level 1 by January 2022. To avert long-term productivity losses and restore more employment, he said the country will resume phase schooling most likely in January 2022, increase public transport capacity for all types of transport to 100%, and relax restrictions. That wraps up the stories tonight. We would like to thank the SM Store, Araneta City, Mary Kay Department of Tourism, and Overseas Community Affairs Council member Alan Lin of the Republic of China for their continued support. And before we go, it's 10 days before Christmas. Again, this is Miguel Patagonan, and you're watching Tribune News on Cue. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its Viber community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tarcito are available on our community Viber.
Christmas saya, pagsama-sama.